I'm here across the street from Alpine Bank, where police, the Winnebago County Sheriff's Department, and the FBI are here still actively investigating what just took place. $5 million. That's how much the city went over budget in 2016. And the city's finance committee says most of it was spent on overtime. Now, 2016 was a year chock full of viral trends. Are you ready to hear all of them? On your mark, get set. Pokemon Go. Rockford Mass Transit is only 2 months away from having to cut services around for a city. That's if lawmakers can't pass a balanced budget. An impending strike is already making Rockford bus riders nervous.
And it's going to be hard because I don't know if I'll have friends that'll be able to help me get there, and we don't drive at home.
But RMTD says a strike is the least of their problems if they don't have any money.
If we don't get funding, it doesn't matter whether their contract is approved or not, because we won't have any, nobody will be here.
Rockford Transit says it hasn't received money from the state since August. That funding accounts for more than $10 million of RMTD's $16 million budget. Transit officials say they're running on reserves right now, but if state money doesn't start coming in by December, they'll have to make cuts.
The decisions that we make and the service cuts that we may or may not have to do have such a trickle-down effect. I mean, we are providing transportation for people who really have no other option.
Smaller districts like Lee and Ogle County Transit are already feeling the pressure.
Currently, we're in the hole about $600,000, and by the end of the calendar year, we'll be in the hole $750,000.
If funding doesn't come in, Lee and Ogle Transit says its 75,000 riders could see service cuts as early as November. And by the end of the year, their doors could close.
And that's the scariest part. There's agencies in the state that have already closed their doors, and it's going to continue to happen until the state does something about it.
Something transit officials say needs to happen sooner rather than later. For your Digging Deeper station, I'm Taylor Utzig, 13 News. Tray after tray of uneaten food gets dumped into school trash cans every day.
Nobody likes to put a lot of effort into preparing something just to see it go into the trash.
In 2010, the U.S. Department of Agriculture reported 31% of all food in the country went uneaten. While that statistic goes beyond just schools, it's where tons of meals are prepared every day.
They're in the business to feed kids, but of course they also have to watch their bottom line.
And it's not just about the money. To them, it's about making sure kids are eating the right kinds of food.
Not only are we feeding students, but we're also educating students on nutrition.
At Riverdale Elementary School in Rockford, that education includes healthier choices on a brand new menu the kids choose from.
It's too soon to tell if our new menu is how that's going to adapt, but so far into it, we're very happy that the students seem very pleased.
Also new to the lunchroom this year, a sharing table where kids place unopened food for other students to take.
Anything that is left over at the end of the week, we do donate. So those food items are also donated to local charities.
Just last school year, RPS 205 made the switch to a free lunch program.
So if you look at it from the number we fed before to the number we're feeding now, I would say probably the waste is the same.
Which they say is fine now, but eventually they want to eat away at that total. So bellies are full and dumpsters aren't. For your Digging Deeper station, I'm Taylor Utzig, 13 News.